Hey everybody, how you doing? My name is Trevor Wooten, and I just stumbled upon a little bug. Well, I thought it was a bug, but it was a user error. I'm new to game development, but I thought I'll just share this with all the people who are new also and just trying to figure out what's going on. So I have a scene right here where I have a little ball. I was just messing around, just trying to figure some things out. I coded some player input. And it's moving around like that. But the problem is, if you can see in the lower left window, that my camera isn't what I set it to beforehand, as you saw. So I'm gonna get out of this, I'm gonna close out of play mode, and it's gonna go back to where I would like it to be. So I was trying to figure this out and I was really confused. So the problem I ran into, and there could be a lot of different problems when it comes to the camera, I've heard doing research, but the problem was that I saw. So as you can see for the camera that I have selected, this is the position I have it as, and I have the player script right here, which we're going to follow play. I'm going to show you that in a minute. And I have the player, which is right here. So this is the position of the player. This is the camera. I want it right here, but the problem, as I said before, is it's far away. I can move around. I got the input and all that good stuff situated, but it's still going away. And I was like, what is going on? So I was looking around. When you go to your player script, and we're going to go there now. So the follow player script, but right here, this is how you put the camera to the player for the script. So you get the game object, you're going to put on the camera, then you're going to use this to get to the player's position. This part is the problem. So these are the coordinates that I wanted. So as you can see, it's 1, 2, 8, whatever. That's what I wanted. And that's the offset. So that's what I wanted to add to the player's position. The problem I was having is that when I click this is the right thing to do with the code, but I have the wrong positioning. That's why I was struggling. So when I first made this world, I just made a simple sphere and I made a plane. And I was like, okay, I'm just going to tinker with this and not really think about it. And then I ran into the problem. The problem was I never started in the neutral position of the sphere. I just made a regular plane and it's floating. This is not even on the ground. So what I had to do was I clicked the sphere, went to reset property, did the position, and now it's truly in the center of the world or map or whatever you call it. So that's why it was zooming out. So when I do the same thing I did, but I'm going to move everything how I want it. So I'm going to be right back and move everything around. Okay, so now I moved everything around the orb being in the center. So once that's situated, I can now use this new position that I have for the camera. I'm just going to take this. I'm going to go to position and I'm going to just press copy. I'm just going to copy the position. I'm going to go back to the script, the follow player. And I'm going to add the new vector. So take that. Boom. And if you just see these decimals, you just press F because it's a float. And so I have this new vector, and now what you're basically saying is the player's position is at 0, 0, 0, 0, and add the camera to this. So say if the position for the character was, I don't know, 0, 0, 8, and you set this to 0, 0, 7, it's going to add 7 to 8, which means it'll zoom back. And that's what the problem was. So for me, so everything could be different. You can have something else, but for me, it wasn't centered. It wasn't in the center of the actual map, and I needed to have that centered so I could do it. So now we can check out the code and see if it works. So now that we're back at it, we have everything set up. I have the script on the camera. Everything is good to go. I'm going to go into play mode, and it should... All right, look at that. So for whatever problem, you could have different problems, but for me, this was the main thing, especially me just trying to learn and test things out. Just start at the 0 center of the world or whatever you're doing for your coordinates, 0, 0, 0 for the coordinates, and then add the camera on top of that from that baseline, and then kind of just go on with your project. But yeah, this is just something I learned as I'm learning game development, and I found that this was a big problem that I was facing. So I hope this helped you. If it didn't, let me know. If it was something else, if you did, that's great, let me know, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you.